We had one guy, actually, a veteran, who had been in pain for 50 years. And in one day, he was out of pain and he cried. I mean, to see this grown man cry, I mean, it just, it stabs your heart.
One day, what was he dealing with?
It was injuries he served in the Army. It was from the Vietnam War, and he came back injured. And he was in agony, and he was married, and, his wife sort of was his caregiver all these years. And suddenly, she cried because she said, "Oh my gosh, I have my husband back." I mean, it sounds impossible. As I say it, it just sounds so unreal, but I'm seeing these kinds of outcomes again and again and again and again. So, it's not fiction, it's real. And we have it in our lifetime. I just never thought we'd have something this powerful. So it's very exciting to me and just taking me on a slightly different shift and a different trajectory because I love sharing it.
And this is the work that you're mostly involved with now, present day?
I'm still doing everything. I'm still coaching, writing books, doing talks. But I've actually allocated now more time for this because I use so many different devices in my work, energy healing devices, things like that. And with all of those, they all work great, but they're all kind of more specific. They're not necessarily whole body. And you have to be tethered to them for an hour. With this, you walk around and it's a wearable technology that just works every day. And the longer you're using it and more consistent with it and change other lifestyle things, like you can't, sit on a couch and eat bonbons and expect everything to be great and for your blood sugar issues to go away. You have to be aware of your lifestyle choices. It's across the board made such differences in people's lives. So it's really fun to be involved with it.
Very cool. Very cool. And what projects are you working on? You mentioned this. Are there any other upcoming projects that you're working on?
Well, I'm working on another book with Gurudev, with the Yogi Master, that is halfway done. I'm hoping maybe next year it'll be out because it's a process. But he's amazing to work with. He is 92 years old and does not miss a beat. He's just remarkable. And I think a lot of that, again, is his practice, and actually I have him on the technology. So
great.
Yeah, he's doing amazing.
And so what can a person expect to learn or to receive from that project that you're working on?
Really, the deep understanding. He goes deep. Nobody's explained the ancient teachings the way he does and the depth that he explores, but he does it in such an applicatable way. It's not just philosophy. It's not just reading concepts. It's really seeing how to apply it in your life. And we did another book together called Embodying the Power of the Zero Stress Zone. And that has some of the techniques, but this one is a deeper dive. And it's so profound. And I can't wait for others to have access to it.
And when you're dealing with ancient wisdom and information like that, it's written at a certain level of consciousness for the individual. And so for yours, what level of consciousness are you direct? Because not everybody will be able to receive that information.
You can receive it whatever level you're at. And that's one of the things that's amazing about this enlightened master, because he does, energetic communion. And so you receive on a different level, whether you're consciously developed or not, whether you've moved into those other levels or not, you still get benefit. It still communicates wherever you are, and it starts shifting you. And even the classes that he teaches and the programs that he does, and even, my little class that I do, it shifts people. People come out of that going, oh my gosh, I've never experienced anything like that before. They're just in this altered state almost. So it's really available to anyone. It doesn't matter whether you've studied yoga, done meditation. None of that matters. What matters is just being open as you read it, and you will receive, because it is that energetic communion. He gives what's called Shaktipat. And it comes through his writings, it comes through his lectures, it's readily available. And that's one of the blessings that he gives through his teachings and through his disciples, is that communication, which not too many yogis really have that level. We were just talking about this a couple of days ago, because, there's different levels of consciousness that you talk about. And about 50% of the time, and he's been studied and tested, he functions at a gamma level, which is like out there. And yet he's very much of the world, in the world, and human, and, very interactive and very creative and entertaining. And so it's just really interesting to recognize how that level of communication transcends and really allows anyone at any point to connect to it. And it's sometimes one of those things that maybe you have to listen again or read again, but the more you let go of the stress and tension, the more you open to it, the more you change in a very positive way.
Yeah, spoken from a true seeker. Seekers are just, for those who are listening, what's a seeker? A seeker is just the ones who keep going and going and going, like
That's
searching
it.
for more and more and more information.
And not being afraid to try things. Not everything's going to work. So what?
So for our audience listening in, how can they learn more about you and the work that you're doing in case they want to read up, or they want to listen in on you, or they want to be able to work with you in the future?
Sure. So probably the easiest place to go is my website, mindbodyfitnessforlife.com. And if they're interested in this amazing breakthrough technology that I'm so excited about, they can go to liveyoungertoday.com. And then I do a Thursday Zoom, and it depends where you are in the country, but it's 4:30 Pacific time and 7:30 Eastern time. It's a half-hour Zoom that really explains more about the technology in just 30 minutes. And they can find that information on liveyoungertoday.com.
Great. And then we'll include that all in the show notes with all the
Awesome.
links. So for the people listening in, you'll be able to find that information.
Great.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Edmund. Yeah, that's
You're welcome.
wonderful.
Yeah. So as we wrap up, Peggy, I like to be able to leave our audience with one final piece of wisdom or nugget for somebody who might be listening in right now, and they might be feeling overwhelmed, stuck at this point in their life, or maybe they're even like hiding and they're scared or they're confused. What would you say to them right now? What's one thing that you would be able to tell them, maybe like heart to heart, just that would be able to help them move from where they are, to be able to shift from where they are?
I would just say that they are loved. The universe loves them. And to tune into the heart center, because love is the highest vibrational frequency. And if you can just feel love within yourself and feel that you are loved, that can change that overwhelm. It can change everything because you feel connected. You feel like you belong. So I would say, tune into your heart, breathe into it, and allow yourself to love yourself. And I'll give you one last idea.
Go for it.
Because I love Louise Hay. She was just brilliant and gave so many great techniques. And one I actually share with a lot of my clients is the mirror exercise. And it's so helpful, but you have to make a commitment for 30 days. Every day, you look in the mirror, look into your eyes, and tell yourself how you love yourself. I love myself because of my eyes. I love myself because I like to explore things. I love whatever it is, whatever reasons you love yourself, and just keep going every day. They can be different things you tell yourself, but just look deep into your eyes. And if you miss a day, start all over. You've got to do it consistently for 30 days, and that will shift you. And you will get out of that overwhelm. Because you're doing something positive for yourself, that you'll feel it, you'll know it. But 30 days. Got to do it for 30 days.
Okay. Is there a science behind that? Just curious.
Well, there is.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Again, a lot of it boils down to the neural pathways, which get stuck. We get into a certain functioning that keeps repeating itself. And the more you repeat that same functioning, like stress or anxiety or those conditions, the more you create deeper grooves in those neural pathways. So you need to break those patterns in order to break those grooves. And this is one way you can really begin to do that. It takes 30 to 90 days to create new habits. So by doing that, it begins to just shift you in 30 days. And usually people can make that 30-day commitment. It's not that big a deal. If you're starting July 1st, August 1st, you're done, right? So you can see there's an end point, and you can make that commitment to it.
Okay, great. Fantastic. And if somewhere else, like they start like July 1st and then, July 15th, they forgot a day. It's okay, start over. And
Start
then the
all
next day
over
is
again.
July 16th and you go for another 30 days.
Yep. Yep. And it's
Fantastic.
kind of funny. You start laughing at yourself, when you start telling yourself certain things. And sometimes it's amusing. Sometimes it's a struggle, like to find the things you love about yourself when you're not feeling good. But if, again, you just push through that, you'll make amazing discoveries. And again, the ancient wisdom teachings talk about how important self-discovery is, tuning inward and really seeing your inner soul and the guidance that you can get from that.